Prodigy math game. It's one of the most popular educational games in the world, used by millions of students and teachers. But have you ever wondered how it all began? In this video, we're diving into the inspiring story of how two students turned a simple idea into a math learning adventure used all across the globe. Our story starts in 2011 at the University of Waterloo in Canada. Two engineering students, Alex Peters and Rowan Mahimker, were both passionate about learning and gaming. But they noticed something. A lot of students struggled with math, and the way it was being taught just wasn't exciting. Rowan, in particular, had always loved video games growing up, especially Pokemon. The battles, the collecting, the sense of adventure. It made learning about strategy and numbers fun, even without realizing it. That love for Pokemon became a huge inspiration when he and Alex started dreaming up a math game that felt just as magical. They asked themselves, what if we could make a math game where kids collect pets, battle monsters, and explore a world just like Pokemon, but where every move requires solving a math problem? The idea was the spark that lit the fire. So, in their dorm rooms, between classes and homework, they began designing what would one day become Prodigy math game. Alex and Rohan wanted to blend the excitement of fantasy role-playing games with educational content. Their vision: a world where students could battle monsters, explore magical realms, and solve math problems to win. They started building the first version of the game in their dorm rooms. With some initial funding and a lot of hard work, Prodigy Math Game was born. As Alex and Rowan developed their vision, they knew real-world feedback was essential. So they brought Prodigy to two local schools, testing the early vision directly with students and teachers. But like most startups, the road wasn't smooth. They faced plenty of trials and errors, bugs in the system, engagement issues, and tough questions from educators. But instead of giving up, they used every challenge as fuel to make the game better. Originally, the idea was to sell Prodigy to private schools, but when many refused to pay, Rowan made a bold decision. He transformed Prodigy into a freemium model, where the core game was free for everyone with optional memberships to support its growth. It was a game-changing move. Suddenly, thousands of students could try the game without any cost, and it worked. Over 5,000 students logged in during this early phase, giving the team the momentum they needed. To make the game more accessible on more devices, Rohan rewrote Prodigy in HTML5 so students could play it on everything from classroom desktops to home tablets. With better accessibility, wider reach, and gameplay rooted in real math curriculum from grades 1 through 8, Prodigy began to spread, classroom by classroom, student by student. By focusing on curriculum-aligned content and game-based learning, Prodigy quickly gained traction across all North America and beyond. What started with 2 students grew into a company with hundreds of employees and 100 million users worldwide. So, why does Prodigy work? It taps into the power of intrinsic motivation. Kids aren't just solving math problems, they're leveling up characters, collecting pets, and completing quests. The secret: learning happens in the background while the fun takes the center stage, and with adaptive questions, students get in just the right level of challenge.
On screen you see a question, pretty simple one. I think it's from about grade 2, but it's one of over 1,400 skills within our product. And so we've decomposed the grade 1 through 8 curriculum into 1,400 separate skills, and then we try to figure out on the fly for millions of students what the next question should be. Should it be in the same skill? Should it be slightly easier? Do they have any chance of answering that question? And so the reason that we're trying to do that is we're trying to shape that child's experience. We're trying to make sure that they learn at the fastest rate possible, in the most personalized way, in a way that they're going to stick with the program and continue learning.
Today, Prodigy isn't just about math. The company is expanding into new subjects and features like Prodigy English to make learning even more engaging. And their mission remains the same: to help every student in the world love learning. Prodigy started as an idea, born from childhood memories, late-night coding lessons, and a simple belief that learning should feel like an adventure. It wasn't easy. It took trial, failure, and years of persistence, but that one idea now reaches millions. And maybe that's the real lesson. You don't have to start big. You just have to start. Whether it's a game, a story, a dream, what you create can change lives. Because anything is possible when you believe in what you're building.